This episode of the Rogue Deck Builder is brought to you by CoolStuffInc.com, the #1 source for games and gaming accessories, and by GatheringMagic.com, the #1 source for Magic the Gathering news and articles. Hi there, it's Kevin with Gathering Magic and Roguedeckbuilder.com, here with another match with the Dredge. We are actually in the finals of an 8-man queue. This is a keepable hand with the amount of Scrylands we have, the double Goreclan Rampagers and the Reaper of the Wilds. I can't see myself mulliganing this hand. It's not the greatest hand, but it's definitely not a mulligan hand. I would definitely keep, if we took the swamp away, one way that I always, a good little rule of thumb is if you take your worst card away, or even your worst card away, and see if you'd keep that 6 hand, and I definitely keep an Overgrown Tomb, Temple, Goreclan, Reaper. So there's no way I'm going to mulligan this. Especially on the draw, too. This hand becomes a lot better on the draw. See if I get first turn Thought Seized. I do not. So going up, it's probably the Monoblack. Did not like to see another Scryland. But this will allow us to Temple here. And if there's another land on top, I don't want another Goreclan at this point, so I am going to scry that away. What I'd like to see is some sort of Dredge. No turn 2 Pack Rat. That is nice. Okay, well, the Temple of Abandons like to flow freely in this. See what we can get here. A lot of the Troll I absolutely do want. That's the perfect card. And it fits perfectly next turn as we can actually cast it and keep it alive with regeneration. Nightveil Spectre most likely is going to come down here, which is going to give me a bit of an issue. Underworld Connections. Okay, that's fine. So I will be able to just troll and keep up the regen mana. Which does die to Devour Flesh, which Black is using like crazy because Hexproof decks and the Blood Baron decks are very, very popular. So I could lose my troll here. He could just Desecration Demon here too, which is about as unthreatening as they come with what I'm trying to do. So there's another troll. So I will offer this trade here, which he's not going to. Just 2. 2's fine. I'm going to Temple. Ooh, or does Bile Blight just completely ruin my day? Interesting. Jeez, Bile Blight does just ruin my day. Do I walk right into Bile Blight? I say I do. Because I can get my Lot Literal up to a 5 if I ditch everything, which at this point I will, and just hope for a top deck of a Night Howler, if that makes any sense. And at this point, do I tap it down by sacrificing Lot Literal? I do not believe so. So if he would like to attack in for 6, he can. Which does put me on a bit of a Gray Merchant clock. If he has double Desecration Demons, I'm in a bit of a pickle. But Flesh Blood, okay, so Bile Blight, which now I am going to have to discard everything, unfortunately. So that sucks. If he has another one too, I'm in terrible position. But, I mean, a Flesh Blood still allows me to come back from this. Another Bile Blight, though, is just a blowout. It does not appear he has it. Unfortunately for me, I am getting the Land Flood. I am really getting the Land Flood. But at this point, again, I'm like one top deck away of a Flesh Blood for 1, 2, 3, 4... 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. From can I outrace this Desecration Demon is the problem. Okay, I shouldn't have ran into that Bile Blight. I admit it. Hey, that actual Underworld Connections, though, does put him on an even faster clock if he's going to be activating those, but it does give him ample cards to try to just beat me down with. Hope he Thoughtseize is here. Come on, Thoughtseize. Lifebane Zombie's fine, because he finds nothing. And again, I'm in huge top deck mode here, though. Satyr Wayfinder, that's actually pretty cool. As now it can tap down the Desecration Demon. But I do have to... Oh, next card. Next card was my win con. Black is still the right choice, I believe. Unfortunately, I do believe I have to leave this Lot Literal back. And again, we are in top deck mode. Okay, Hero's Downfall. Okay. That's alright. Because I believe a Night Howler wins this. Yeah. A Night Howler or a Flesh Blood off the top. Well, I can't shock myself now, so no. Don't understand the Lifebane Zombie attack. But he's probably got a Gary in his hand anyway. No, another Lifebane Zombie. Main boarded Lifebane Zombies, huh? Well, they didn't hit my cards because I ditched them all. And yeah, we have this one top deck really. Again, a Flesh Blood, I do believe, is victory. No, because I can't shock. Yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Ah! Yeah, I cannot shock myself. And that doesn't matter anyway because it is a land. So definitely the Land Flood was an issue that game. This is a matchup that I am usually pretty confident about. The Abrupt Decays, that I'm knowing he's using... I believe Golgari Charm and Abrupt Decays come in. I'm not going to bring in I'm not going to bring in Underworld Cerberus. I'm not going to bring in Lifebane Zombie. The Shadowmoor Demons are very, very weak, and so are the Nemesis of Mortals. I'm going to keep one in just for the chance that it actually is useful. And again, the Gore Clan Rampagers are actually weak in this matchup, as they can respond to you actually blood rushing them. So, yeah, they're a little bit risky to run. And again, so this is my line of play versus Monoblack. It tends to be an easier matchup. Just the crazy amounts of... I misplayed that last game, or made the wrong decision, I guess, with the Bile Blight. I had to go... No, I probably didn't have to go for it. I probably just could have hung back and played it safe with the Lot Literal in hand, and that would have allowed me to actually discard the other Lot Literal, get up to 5/4, and then actually just cast a Reaper of the Wilds the next turn with regen mana up. I don't know if that would have mattered. The fourth turn Desecration Demon was a bit of an issue. But hopefully what I want to see in this is an explosive start with, like a first turn Deathrite Shaman would be ideal, or a second turn Satyr Wayfinder or Grizzly Salvage would be ideal. I'm bringing in the needles for Mutavaults and Pack Rats. They are by far like 90% of the games I lose to Mono Black are because of the second turn Pack Rat, and you do lose to the fourth turn Desecration Demon every once in a while again. Again, we don't have the greatest answers to a Desecration Demon. My line of play is usually to go over the top or to just keep tapping it down with like Satyr Wayfinders. The amount of early drops that he is using here really makes me think that Abrupt Decay is useful to put in here. I know Lifebane Zombie, if I have to kill that, is in here, as well as Underworld Connections, as well as Nightveil Spectre and Pack Rat. So I do believe that it is a good inclusion of two of them. The one of Domri also is very good in this matchup just because it makes them actually force removal onto the Domri. A lot of times you can bait out a Hero's Downfall with it, or it can give you card advantage. Yes, I'd like to play first. Very fine hand. I'm definitely okay with this. And a little bit susceptible to a first turn Thoughtseize, but not too bad, as he would take a Flesh Blood or a Deathrite Shaman. So we'll start out with the green one. That's fine. And I'm going to go ahead and put this on top. We still do need to hit lands. And this tends to be a more grindy matchup than you would think. So first turn Thoughtseize is going to come out. Again, a card for card is not bad. Unless he sets up that second turn Pack Rat. Bet he takes the Blood here. Or the Reaper. I could see him taking Reaper of Wilds here. But that'll give me information for what's in his hand. For what he takes. Oh, Night Howler could easily be another one that he takes. I mean, that is a good kill condition. So he takes a Deathrite Shaman. Do I need two of them at this moment? That means he doesn't have a Bile Blight in his hand. Interesting. So we'll go ahead and Temple here. And put that on top. It's one of our better cards we could draw into. And we'll go ahead and cast this Deathrite Shaman. So yes, I am, again, if he Pack Rats here, I will actually just Blood it. Get that out of the way. I'm not losing to a second turn Pack Rat again. So I will use that Blood on the Deathrite Shaman on the Pack Rat. If not, we also have the Satyr next turn to actually start filling up our graveyard and finding us that last black source. But it doesn't look like we really need to worry about anything here, as it is just a temple. And see if he puts this on top or bottom. He puts it on top, so he definitely likes the next card. And Dark Betrayal, that again is going to save a Night Howler down the road. So he's worried about these Deathrite Shamans. So we'll Satyr Wayfinder here. And hopefully find a land. A black land. Not a black land, but a land nonetheless. And we do need to put that on top, unfortunately, as it is our last black source that we do need. See if Night Veil Spectre, Lifebane Zombie. Ouch, that does hurt. Because it does get the Reaper. But next turn I am going to bestow onto my Night Howler, or my Night Howler onto my Satyr Wayfinder. And it will be a 4/4. So again, I need some top decks. I need some really good top decks here to get me out of this. But he's down to 14. He is just literally one top deck, really one top deck away from winning this. A Gorklan Rampager is 18 damage, if you can't answer it. Yeah, so it would be 8, 9, yeah, 18 damage. But Desecration Demon, dun dun dun. Alright, so let's see what we can do here. Deathrite Shaman to tap down the Desecration Demon? Absolutely, I'm cool with that. But do we do it on his turn to try to get more value? Yeah, because we're getting very close to killing him here. Or we can just start exiling stuff. I think we do go for it. Because he is just... Yeah, maybe that wasn't the best decision now that I'm thinking about it. Oh, we can tap it down again by the Satyr Wayfinder. No, I'll take the damage. So he's not worried about my Wayfinder. And actually, if he drops a land in a Grey Merchant of Asphodel, I'm dead. So did that 5 damage actually matter? Well, Golgari Charm's kind of cool. It protects us against removal. And that actually might do it. See, if a hero's downfall comes here, I will regenerate Golgari Charm. 4 cards in hand. Alrighty, that is game. Yay, we actually do pull this one off with a top decked. No, regenerate takes him out of combat. Uh-oh. But it then allows me to tap his Desecration Demon down with the Satyr Wayfinder on his turn. And I could use this Golgari Charm defensively to kill. Yeah, this will take him out of combat. Unfortunately, but she just has a Gray Merchant here. I die. Thinking like the best card I could actually draw into is another Satyr Wayfinder. And of course, a Goreclimb Rampager would be pretty nifty as well, unless he does have more removal. Dark Betrayal, Ultimate Price, Hero's Downfall. He would have used those, though, and just won. Pack Rat. Pack Rat, Pack Rat, Pack Rat. All right, let's hope for a top deck here. That is not a top deck. That is a terrible card. Let's get in here for the Night Howler. And hopefully double blocks. He can just even create another Pack Rat token. Yeah, and block, block, block. Since that especially is under World Connections. So we needed you to not be a land. Anything but a land would have got us back into this. Wow, he allows me to somehow survive, though. That's awesome. Oh, no. Because it is still just a 5/5. Because he doesn't need to block, block, block. Dun, dun, dun. All right, so that's game. See what we would have drawn into without the land. Oh, Domri went off because that would have allowed me to... Ooh, that's still not that great. Yeah, that would have helped. Well, what would a Domri +1 into? Another Night Howler? Tempting. Lotla Troll. Yeah, we're just too far behind at that point. With the Lifebane Zombie actually hitting that Reaper of the Wild was the big difference of this game. Put us one card behind, which the one card behind was huge. Again, maybe I shouldn't have sacrificed that Deathrite Shaman for the Desecration Demon. That probably was a mistake. And I thought I'd go for it, though. But against Monoblack, you got to think they've got the removal. So I don't recommend doing that play. Just stick the Deathrite Shaman. He would have done some damage, at least A to removal, or A to Desecration tap down on another turn, which would have saved me life and got in for damage. So, mistake on my part. This has been Kevin with Gathering Magic and Roguedeckbuilder.com. Thanks for watching.